Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is episode 4 of 4 Questions with me, Lincoln Stahl. Listen, I reached out for some insightful questions. I reached out to my guys over at the Elliott Group. I partner with them, do a lot of work with them. I got some very thoughtful questions from Ian Macklin and Andy. Ian asked, what do you value most in a sales manager and a salesperson? Well, I mean, what I value in most people, especially them, is somebody who's gonna be a good person and work their ass off. I refuse to surround myself with people that just aren't good people. You know, I understand there's different talent levels, there's different success levels, no matter what it may be. But if you're not like as trustworthy as possible, I don't want you near me. So trustworthy and work your ass off, and we'll figure everything else out. Andy said, how important is it to be around the right people? Man, I kind of just touched on that a little bit, but it goes both ways. You know, so for me, I'm constantly mentoring folks around me, but I want to be around people that are even salespeople coming up that push me a little bit, make me want to do better. You know, you get around certain people and, you know, they're so eager and so hungry and ready to roll that it makes you want to get going too. But then on the other side of it, I need to be around people above me that I can learn from, that are going to help me get to where I want to go. So at the end of the day, it goes full circle. Like, I need to be helping and motivating people as they're coming up and vice versa. And then, you know, when I get around my bosses, I want to motivate them to help me and help get me to the next level too. So iron sharpens iron, baby. Andy says, what makes a person successful? And man, this is like a trick question, because I always say everybody defines success in a different way. Some people it's money, some people it's time off, some people it's, you know, peace when they get home, some people it's what have you done to grow other people, which is mine. I measure success based off of, you know, numbers, but also how many people that I help get to where they want to go and accomplish their goals. So I think the biggest thing is defining what you think success is, and then, man, being number one, going to achieve whatever that is. Be the best at it, you know, knock down whatever you think success is so that you can enjoy what that success brings to you. Here's a very thoughtful one. Ian says, you have a great team, a great family, and a great company. You know, not all managers have all three of those. How do you manage to build yourself into a multi-dimensional leader? And man, it meant a lot to hear him say that, because I do pride myself not just on the team that I have and I build, you know, but the people that I associate with myself with, so my partners, but also my family. I'm super proud of my family. Listen, I work a lot. I put a lot into this business. The family side of it, if it wasn't for my wife and my partner at home, Christina, that wouldn't be existent, you know, because I get home and I'm able to help a little bit and, you know, cuddle at bedtime and, you know, do the fun stuff. But she's the one at home holding everything together and, you know, making us look as good as she does, as good as we do on social media. You know, 90% of that comes from her. I help where I can, but, you know, she does most of it. You know, and I think at the end of the day, success and being a good person starts to attract a certain level of people around you at work. And again, I just don't associate with bad people. You know, so I surround myself with the right people here. You know, 12 years ago, I surrounded myself with the right woman who's helped me build the family that I have now. And, you know, I'm super blessed for that. And, you know, obviously it makes it easy for me to do my job here at work. And then I think when you do the right things and you have a certain level of success in the business, then obviously you're going to be able to surround yourself with the right employer, with the right boss, in the right opportunity. And I'm super blessed to can say that I have that. And, you know, thanks, Ian, for pointing that out, because sometimes you don't realize just how blessed you are, but I appreciate you saying that. Email in, message in on Instagram or Facebook. I want to hear your questions. You know, I'll answer anything there is, man. I'm an open book. Send them in to us. Look forward to seeing you next week.